A lot of Honda engines don't fail with smoke and warning lights. They fail slowly, quietly, one oil change at a time. If you're grabbing a bargain oil thinking it was good enough, then this video is for you. I'm your friend Adam, and today we're breaking down a serious warning every Honda owner needs to hear. So stick with me till the end. Number 6. Amazon Basics Full Synthetic Oil. Honda Civic owners love a bargain. When you see Amazon Basics Full Synthetic 0W20 for $18, while Mobil 1 costs $28, saving $10 feels smart. Because it gives the same viscosity, oil weight, and the same full synthetic label. For most drivers, that's enough to close the deal. And honestly, who doesn't love feeling like they outsmarted the system at the checkout counter? Then, months later, the turbo begins whining at highway speeds. The power drops, and the engine sounds off. And before long, the repair bill climbs into the thousands of dollars. The oil looks normal, and there is no burnt smell or warning lights. The Honda maintenance minder still shows the percent oil life remaining. So how could an oil that matches Honda's viscosity spec still contribute to serious turbo damage far earlier than most owners expect? Well, independent oil analysis after only a few thousand miles revealed significantly elevated internal wear compared to what modern Honda engines normally show. The metal particles increased, protective properties weakened, and early mechanical stress became clearly visible inside the engine. So of course, that kind of internal wear eventually leads to turbo failure. And before you think that the problem is the thickness of the oil, no, it's not. It's the certification behind it. Modern Honda turbo engines, starting in 2016, require oil that meets the ILSAC GF6 and APISP standards. These ratings were designed specifically for today's turbocharged direct injection engines that run hotter, leaner, and under much higher pressure. They include critical testing for turbo wear and low-speed pre-ignition. While the label now shows modern certifications, real-world performance can still vary over extended intervals compared to premium Honda-approved oils. On top of that, most budget synthetics depend on Group 3 base stocks and less robust additive packages. Over shorter oil change intervals, their anti-wear protection can begin degrading noticeably sooner than premium Honda-approved oils. Honda's VTEC systems and turbo bearings require stable protection far beyond that point. And across Civic, Accord, and CR-V owners, the same pattern appears. The early metal wear, growing turbo noise, and premature component failure, often far sooner than expected for modern Honda engines. That $10 saved at the oil change counter quietly becomes thousands lost under the hood. Number 5. Supertech Oil. Supertech Full Synthetic sits on the shelf at Walmart for $22. It is 5 quarts and the bottle says 0W20. The starburst symbol is right there above the API label. To most Honda owners, the choice feels obvious. Full synthetic is full synthetic because it feels safe, practical, even smart. You pour it in, reset the maintenance minder, and drive away confident that you did the right thing for your engine. But here's the uncomfortable thing no one at the oil aisle wants to think about. Why do so many modern Hondas begin burning oil, ticking on cold starts, and losing pressure long before their engines should? This is where the quiet problem lives. Honda mandates ILSAC GF6 certification for all 2016 and newer engines. And while Supertech's labeling may meet those requirements on the surface, the real issue lies in how consistently that protection holds up under Honda's operating conditions. The low-speed pre-ignition is one of the fastest ways to damage an engine, and without the right detergency package, it can destroy piston ring lands before the driver ever knows something is wrong. And most importantly, the chemistry explains why. Supertech relies heavily on Group 3 base stocks, and that's why reports indicate that variable sourcing can lead to noticeable formulation differences over time, which means the formulation is not always consistent. Over the oil change interval, Testing shows that protective additives degrade rapidly. Fuel contamination increases, oil thins out, and the engine's ability to maintain stable protection steadily declines under real-world driving conditions. By contrast, Honda's own 08798-9137R oil and Mobil 1 both meet full GF6A standards, maintaining stable protection over long intervals. Engines running properly formulated oils consistently demonstrate longer service life, stable oil pressure, reduced wear, and smoother long-term operation. So basically, the bottles may look alike, but the engines can tell the difference. Number 4. Quaker State Ultimate Durability. Quaker State Ultimate Durability lines up perfectly with Honda's 0W20 spec right on the bottle. It feels like the perfect middle ground because of protection without premium cost, especially during sale season. Everything appears perfect and safe before the oil ever touches the engine. On paper, Quaker State gives the impression of compatibility, but beneath that impression, the real trouble is already taking shape. But why? Let's start with formulation. The Quaker State designs its additive package for wide compatibility across multiple manufacturers. Honda's engines, especially the 1.5T and K series, are built with much tighter internal gaps, different metals, and much higher operating heat. Some industry standard testing shows higher oxidation and varnish formation compared to premium Honda-approved oils. Over time, deposits accumulate, internal resistance increases, and oil pressure gradually declines, all while no dashboard warning appears. By 5,000-mile intervals, many CRV oil drain samples show significantly darkened oil and growing varnish buildup on internal surfaces. At the same time, oil pressure steadily declines, even while the maintenance minder still shows life remaining. And on the other hand, lab analysis explains the slow damage. But before we continue, if this is helping you protect your Honda, hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Now let's get back on track. Basically, they reveal significantly greater surface wear and reduced oil longevity compared to Honda-approved formulations. Internally, critical components begin losing their protective barrier long before any visible symptoms appear. Number 3. Kirkland Signature Full Synthetic. Kirkland's big silver jugs sit right there at Costco with 10 full quarts and a clean label of full synthetic. But even if this is the regular oil for Honda users, it makes you think you just solved your maintenance costs for the year. This is where most owners get it completely wrong, because the real problem isn't what you see on the label. It's what happens inside the engine when temperatures climb and parts start working hard. Under Honda's real driving conditions, Kirkland's oil begins to lose stability. The engine heat slowly cooks the additives. The sticky varnish starts forming on the valve train. In CRV engines, this lacquer coats moving parts until cold starts sounding rough. Cylinder deactivation systems, the ones meant to save fuel, begin sticking. No check engine light, just more noise, more vibration, and less smooth power. In Accord V6 models, oil consumption creeps up after a few oil changes, and rings don't stay as clean. It weakens oil control, fuel economy slips, and timing components begin wearing faster than they should. Even if the oil still looks fine on the dipstick, the damage is building in the places no one ever sees. But wait, this is where it gets interesting and a little uncomfortable for Costco fans, because Kirkland doesn't use the same oil blend all year. Warehouse oils often rely on cost-driven sourcing strategies, which can introduce noticeable variation in long-term performance from one oil change to the next. This oil saves money at checkout, but long-term formulation variability can gradually affect engine reliability. Number 2. Castrol GTX 5W30. That green Castrol GTX bottle shows up everywhere on sale. Big brand name, and it's a few dollars cheaper than the premium stuff. And if you're grabbing it for thicker oil to protect better, especially for highway driving and long trips, then you're about to learn something most drivers find out the hard way. But where exactly does Castrol GTX 5W30 fool you, and how can you fix it before the damage starts? Well, modern Hondas, especially the 1.5T turbo models, are built with extremely tight internal clearances. They are designed specifically for 0W20 GF6A oil. The Castrol GTX 5W30 is not built for that environment. It's made as a one-oil-fits-many formula for other brands, not for Honda's turbo heat and VTEC behavior, because the thicker oil struggles to flow fast enough on cold starts. And that's why VTEC lifters momentarily lose pressure. Over time, bearings polish smooth and power fades slowly. And obviously, no warning light explains it. Many Civic and CR-V owners only notice something is wrong months later, like weaker acceleration, rough idle, strange knocking sounds, and rising oil consumption. By the time symptoms become obvious, the wear has already settled deep into the engine. Now, if you think the Castrol GTX feels safe because it's thicker, in a modern Honda, that thickness becomes the problem. Number 1. Pennzoil Platinum High Mileage. If you've ever stood in that aisle staring at that silver bottle, you're not alone, because this is the one that fools almost everyone. Pennzoil Platinum is one of the most trusted-looking oils on the shelf for Honda owners. The silver bottle displays both the API-SP certification and the IL-SACGF 6A Starburst, exactly matching Honda's published requirements. The viscosity is correct, the claims promise protection against low-speed pre-ignition and timing chain wear, and the price of around $22 for 5 quarts makes it feel like a smart, safe, factory-level choice. But of course, all that glitters is not gold. So if Pennzoil Platinum matches Honda's specs on the bottle and promises protection against the very problems modern Honda engines face, why do engines running this oil begin to show the same wear patterns that are rarely seen with genuine Honda or Idemitsu oils? The issue is not the certifications on the label. The issue is the chemistry inside the bottle. Pennzoil Platinum's formulation is engineered to perform well across a wide range of engine platforms. Honda's turbocharged engines operate under very different thermal and mechanical conditions, and over time that mismatch becomes visible through increased wear and reduced reliability. When Pennzoil's formula is used in Honda's 1.5T and 2.0T engines, the combustion environment slowly changes. As a result, the pre-ignition events become more frequent, piston rings lose sealing efficiency, and microscopic wear increases inside the cylinder walls and valve train. This damage develops quietly, including misfires, loss of turbo response, rising oil consumption, and unstable oil pressure, making the internal wear permanent. The timing components begin to stretch beyond specification, turbo actuators fail prematurely, and the engine's long-term reliability is compromised. To be honest, Pennzoil Platinum does not fail because it breaks the rules. It fails because it follows the wrong rules for Honda engines. So what do you think? Which oil are you using in your Honda right now? And did anything in this video surprise you? Tell me in the comments. If you found these tips helpful, be sure to watch more videos about your Honda. You can find it on your screen right now. And if you want more practical, no-nonsense advice on making cars last as long as possible, hit subscribe. Thanks for watching.